Hello everyone, it's Gigi and it's Saturday Morning Makes. And this is my episode 5. And this is with Jill Norwood. And she started this up and I've been so happy ever since that I get to participate and do the Saturday Morning Makes. It makes me really happy to do it. I love making the cards each week to share. So first I'm gonna share what I made or what I used to make each card. So I used this Springtime Joy set from Stampin' Up. It's so cute. And I made a springtime card. And I also used this embossing folder called Ornate Floral. I used my Wink of Stella pen. I used this Essentials, what does this say? Slanted Sentiments dies. I used this Mama Elephant All Prettied Up Creative die. I used this scalloped rectangle die. And then I used this Framelits die from Stephanie Bernard. And this is what I came up with. It says, "Welcome Spring." And I just left the inside blank for me to write in when I mail it out. But I thought it turned out really pretty. And I sparkled them with their fur. I don't know if y'all can really see that. But I thought it turned out really cute. Okay. And then for my second project, I used this paper pad by Craft Smart. And I used this gingham paper right here. I used this Framelits by Stephanie Bernard. It's called Dotted Ovals. I used this Gina Marie Designs X-Stitched Rectangle die set, and I used the largest one. And then I used this Whippersnapper Designs stamp set. I think it's called Roquefort, but isn't that adorable? And then I used some Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. And I came up with this cutie right here. So I left the inside blank. I haven't done a sentiment yet, but I have one pertaining to lemons that I wanted to use. So that is my second project. And then I did another one of these chicks. Let me show you what I used. I used this paper from My Favorite Things called Country Fair Plaid. I used these flowers right here from Recollections. I used part of a feather and I colored it with orange paint. And I used a bow also, but this is what I came up with. And I made it into a magnet so my friend could put it on her fridge. So I got this little chick, all fun. And what I did was I traced it and then I put it on each side, a pattern paper, and I sand it down around the edges so that it's flush. And that takes a while. And then I hot glue the flowers down, and then I hot glue the bow and the hair down, and I glue on the little seed bead, and then I use my Copics to color the feet and the beacon. But they're so fun to make. Next I did a tag. And for that, I used this Paper Tray Ink Quilted Die tag. And let me show you what it looks like, in case you're interested. So it comes together like this. And I just love it. I initially saw it on Mo Creations. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for telling me about it, hon. I love, excuse me, I love this die. It is so cute. And I use my Craft Consortium Tell the Bees paper, which I've shown to y'all before. It is just beautiful. Okay, and then I used this My Scrap Cabin shop from Etsy, and I believe it's called Honey. I love her seam binding. And then I used another whippersnapper stamp called Spring Border Coffee, and there's my favorite, bees. And then I made just a simple tag, and I plan on writing on the back and putting a sentiment back there, and I just tied it up with some jute twine, and I colored it up with my Copics. And then I used the background paper, and it says garden bumblebees, white-tailed bumblebees, cuckoo bee, bee forest, queen bee. It's so cute. So love that. And my last project, me and Tina Bean got together online and we created a card. Let me show you. I used, again, this paper here, the Country Fair Plaid by My Favorite Things. I used the outer part, I used this circle, and this is from Starry Circle, but I just needed the circle die. And then I used this die here that Tina Bean had sent me. I used one of these dies, one of the rectangles, the stitch. And then we used the Cuckoo for You from Stampin' Up, and I had the dies also. And we made a spring card, and this is how mine turned out. And it's an interactive, so you just see this arrow, you push it up, and then out comes the bird. And mine's supposed to come out more, but I put the door too low, but it says hello you on it. And then you push it back up and the door closes. Isn't that adorable? But I love it. And then on the inside I put I'm cuckoo about you. And I also used some vintage photo around the edges, just the edge of the peach. But it was so much fun to make it, and I glittered up the bunny. But we had a good time doing it together. So I thank you for watching again. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.